Let's talk about formatting in Google Sheets, and if you stick by till the end, I'm gonna show you how to correct bad numbers and dates. But first of all, what is formatting in Google Sheets? And from my point of view, the answer is pretty simple. It's about how things look. For example, if I change the background of a cell, as I'm gonna make this blue, I'm practically messing with the formatting. I'm changing the formatting. If I'm changing the border, I'm doing the same thing. If I'm making it bold, I'm still changing the formatting. So first of all, formatting is this basic stuff of changing the color, making it bold, or adding a border. But formatting is much more than that. It's much more than changing colors. It's also about how numbers and dates and so on get displayed on the screen. So let's take a first example. I'm looking at these two columns. I don't like the fact that there is a pretty random number of decimal places on these numbers. So I want to make it more consistent. I'm gonna choose to have 2 decimal places for each cell. To do that is pretty easy. You can go here in 1, 2, 3 and choose number, or you can go into the format tab and choose number from that. I use that 1, 2, 3 pretty often. If you use Excel, you would click in Excel, right click and format cells. So this is like the format cells in Excel. So I'm gonna make it with 2 decimal places. If I want, I can change the number of decimal places from here, like make maybe more or maybe less. Another example is about working with dates. I don't like the fact that the dates here are written in the following ways, like month, day, year. How do I know that? Is like 3, month, day, 25 and year. I'm from Romania, and in Romania we like to have dates in another format, so I'm going to use that format. It's day, month here. I can use date, but I don't like this formatting because it's still in the English way. I'm going to use a custom date format. Let's say more date and time formats, and I'm just going to create that one is like day, month here. It's automatically created apparently. I'm gonna use that with the leading 0 and also the month with the leading 0, year with 4 characters. Click apply, and this is the formatting that I want in dates. Moving on, I'm looking at this column, gross margin percentage, and I want to have it as a percentage. So it should be pretty easy. I could go in 1, 2, 3 and search for how is it called? The percentage. It's over here, or can use the percentage over there. So it's the same thing, but if I look at the result, it should be like 4%, not 400%, you know? But it's because in Google Sheets, like in Excel, 1 equals 100%. If you have 4 and you turn it into a percentage, it will become 400%. So let's have a simple solution. I'm just gonna take this and divide it by 100. So I'll have something more realistic. So I'm gonna also make it as a percentage, multiply it, double click on the bottom right thing, I'm not sure how to call that, and just copy it on top of this column over here. Just paste values, paste special, paste values only. So I'll have the information like that. I just remembered that I don't like the fact that the table header is not visible as I scroll. You know, if I'm scrolling, I lose visibility with the table header, but it's a pretty easy fix. I just have to drag this a little bit down, and I just froze the panes, as you could call it in Excel. As I was starting this video, I told you that you'll learn how to correct bad numbers and date. But what is a bad number or a bad date? A bad number is something that you cannot add or multiply or do anything with it. It's a text, you know. In this case, column A contains numbers that are basically text. If I want to create a sum here, let's create a simple sum. Try again. Sum the A column and click enter. You can see that the result is 0 because this is stored as text, you know. If I want to correct this, and there are several ways to correct this, you have to be aware how do you need to write numbers in your version of Google Sheets. For example, if I'm writing numbers here, I need to put a dot, you know, and the problem is that this contains a comma. So what I would like to do here is to remove this dot and then replace this comma with a dot. How I do that exactly? Hit Ctrl G, I think. You can use find and replace. And I would like to remove the dots at the start. So I'm just typing find dot replace with nothing and click replace all. Don't click done, click replace all. And it's working right now. It took a little while, but it removed all of the dots. And then find the comma and replace it with a dot. Same thing, replace all, loading a little bit, and then it will probably show me the information that I want to hear. So this is the correct formatting that should happen in this column. I just want to make sure that this is formatted as automatic and not as plain text. So just have to move it to automatic and it will transform into a number. Dates can be a little bit trickier, and here is why. For example, column B, I'm gonna format it as a date. I'm gonna use this one, 26.09. And in this case, it works. It just works without any problems and things are okay. But if I do the same thing, exactly the same thing on column C, I'm gonna see that it works only partially. Why? Because column C is written in the Romanian way, 16 as day, month, year. And guess what? My file, if I go into the spreadsheet settings, has a setup for United States. And in the US, you have to write dates the other way around. You write it month, day, year. It worked in this case, with the date with column B, because it was written year, month, day. But in this case, it's not compatible. So what I'm going to do is to change the settings, the original settings on this spreadsheet to Romania. Click Save Settings, and then after it reloads, I'm gonna just format this column as a date. I'm gonna use the same formatting, 2609. And as you can see, now it works on each cell. Before you go, just wanted you to know that this video is part of a small online course, a free one. You can find links in the description below. And if you learn something new, hit the like button. If you want to see more videos like this, subscribe to my channel. See you in the next one.